Quadratic expressions part 5.
Hi, hello everyone. Today I will discuss the new topic maximum and minimum values of quadratic expression. So let f of x is equal to ax square plus bx plus c be any quadratic expression. Now here you want to find maximum and minimum values of the quadratic expression. So here these values are depend on quotient of x square. So that is a. Now for that, first given quadratic expression, that is ax square plus bx plus c, write as a into, so here a is common, you get x square plus b by ax plus c by a. Now this can be written as a into x plus half value of b by a, so that is b by 2a whole square minus square of b by 2a, so that is b square by 4a square, remaining value plus c by a. Now again this is ax square plus bx plus c is equals to, multiplying a inside, you get a into x plus b by 2a whole square. Now simplify this, you get 4ac minus b square by 4a square into a, that becomes plus 4ac minus b square by 4a. Let this quadratic expression taken as y. Suppose this is y is equal to what? A into x plus b by 2a whole square plus 4ac minus b square by 4a. Now this becomes y minus 4ac minus b square by 4a is equals to a into x plus b by 2a whole square. Now clearly it in the form of x square is equals to 4ay. So it represents a parabola and whose vertex is a minus b by 2a comma 4ac minus b square by 4. So this is the vertex of the parabola. So this is our quadratic equation change into parabola equation. Now here you want to find a maximum and minimum values that are depend on quotient of x square. So in the first case, if a is greater than 0, a is greater than 0, and if delta is greater than 0, if delta is greater than 0, in that case the roots are real and distinct. So then roots are real and distinct. So say alpha and beta. So these are the roots of given quadratic equation. And here a is greater than 0 means the graph represents upward parabola, and delta greater than 0 means that parabola intersect the x-axis at two distinct points. So our parabola is like this. See here. So this is x-axis and y-axis. So clearly this is the given graph. So that is what y is equal to f of x graph. and this graph intersect the x-axis at two distinct points that are alpha and beta. And vertex of this parabola is what? A, that is minus b by 2a comma 4ac minus b square by 4a. So this is the vertex of the parabola. Okay. Now see here, if x values are less than alpha, means for example this value is some alpha 1 and this is what? Alpha 1 comma f of alpha 1. For example, x is alpha 2 and this point is what? Alpha 2 comma f of alpha 2. So clearly f of alpha 1 is less than f of alpha 2 value. If x values are less than alpha, in that case f of x values are increasing. And for example here beta 1. So clearly this point is beta 1 comma f of beta 1. Suppose this point is beta 2. So clearly this point is beta 2 comma f of beta 2. So in that case also, if you increase the values of beta, then f of x values are increasing. So clearly from that you can't say the maximum value, but here you can say the minimum value. So clearly this is the minimum value. So this graph has the minimum value at the vertex a minus b by 2a comma 4ac minus b square by 4. So therefore f of x has minimum at the vertex. Okay, so means clearly this is the minimum value. So this point is what? Minus b by 2a comma this. Therefore that minimum value, that is y minimum, is equals to what? 4ac minus b square by 4a. So this is the minimum value when a is greater than 0. Second case, if delta is equals to 0. So in that case roots are real and equal, and the given graph touches the x-axis at one and only one point. See here. So this is the given graph. So because of a is greater than 0, in that case the graph represents upward parabola, and this point is x, that is equals to alpha, or this is also a vertex a. So that vertex is what? At x is equal to minus b by 2a. What is the y value? 4ac minus b square by 4a. So this is the vertex of the parabola. But here this point lies on x-axis, so this coordinate is 0. So clearly minimum value is 0. That is, therefore y minimum is 0. And third case, if delta is less than 0. So in that case roots are imaginary. So see the third case. If delta is less than 0 and a is greater than 0, in that case the graph represents upward parabola, and the graph does not touches the x-axis. See here. So this is the given graph. Okay. See here. This is f of x graph. So clearly this function means this f of x has the minimum at a vertex. Already you proved in first case. Similarly, in second and third case, this f of x has minimum value at a vertex. So that vertex is what? Minus b by 2a comma 4ac minus b square by 4a. Therefore, it has minimum at a vertex. Therefore, y minimum is equals to what? 4ac minus b square by what? 4a. So in all three cases, we can say that if coefficient of x square is greater than 0, then it has a minimum value, and that minimum value is 4ac minus b square by 4a. But in second case, that vertex lies on x-axis. So in that case, y coordinate is 0. That is, y minimum is 0. Let's see the second case. So in second case, if a is less than 0, okay, means quotient of x square is negative. And in that first case, if delta is greater than 0, and second case is if delta is equals to 0, and third case is if delta is less than 0. See here, this expression, how to write? Y minus 4ac minus b square by 4a is equals to a into x minus of minus b by 2a whole square. So clearly this represents a parabola whose vertex is what? A minus b by 2a comma 4ac minus b square by 4. Okay, so that is the vertex of the parabola. Now see here, in first case, if delta is greater than 0, so in that case roots are real and distinct, and a is less than 0. In that case, the graph represents downward parabola, and delta greater than 0, the graph touches the x-axis at two distinct points. So see here, so this is the given graph. So here point of intersection of x-axis and given graph are alpha and beta. If x less than alpha, for example, this is alpha 1. So what is this point? Alpha 1 comma f of alpha 1. Suppose this is alpha 2, and clearly this point is alpha 2 comma f of alpha 2. If x values are decreasing, means x less than alpha, so in that case f of x values are also decreasing. That means f of alpha 1, f of alpha 2, and so on, that all values are decreasing. X greater than beta. If x greater than beta, for example, this is beta 1. So what is this point? Beta 1 comma f of beta 1. Suppose this is beta 2. What is this point? Beta 2 comma f of beta 2. If x values are increasing, then clearly f of x values are decreasing. In both cases, if x less than alpha or x greater than beta, so in that situation f of x values are decreasing. So clearly you can't say the minimum value from x less than alpha or x greater than beta. If x lies in the interval alpha and beta, so in that case it has maximum value at a vertex. What is that vertex of the parabola? Minus b by 2a comma 4ac minus b square by 4a. If x lies in the interval alpha and beta, so in that case this function has maximum. So what is the maximum point? This is the maximum point. So clearly this function occurs the maximum at a vertex, that is minus b by 2a comma 4ac minus b square by 4a. So therefore f of x has maximum at vertex. Therefore, y maximum is equals to what? 4ac minus b square by 4a. At vertex A means at x is equals to minus b by 2a. This value is 0, then y maximum is 4ac minus b square by 4a. And see the second case, if delta is equals to 0, in that case the graph touches the x-axis. So like this. This is the given graph. So this is the vertex of the parabola, that is minus b by 2a comma 4ac minus b square by 4a. But it lies on x-axis, y coordinate is 0. Okay. Therefore, clearly from the first condition, it has the maximum value at vertex A. Therefore, it has maximum at A. So what is the maximum value? Y maximum is equals to what? 0. Means at x is equal to minus b by 2a, this f of x occurs maximum value, and that maximum value is 0. And the last case, if delta is less than 0, so in that case the graph does not touch the x-axis. So the graph is like this. Okay. So clearly this function has maximum at this point. But here you can't say minimum, because of if x values are decreasing, f of x also decreasing. If x values are increasing, f of x is decreasing. In that you can't say the minimum value, but you can say the maximum value. That maximum value occurs at a vertex. So that vertex is what? X is equal to minus b by 2. So therefore, f of x has maximum at a. That is, y maximum is equal to 4ac minus b square by 2a. So clearly from this you can say that if quotient of x square is negative, in that case f of x has maximum. If quotient of x square is positive, in that case f of x has minimum. See here. So these are the problems based on maximum and minimum concept. So find maximum or minimum of the expression. So this is the first one. The first one is 12x minus x square minus 32. See here, quotient of x square is negative. That is, a is equal to minus 1. It is less than 0. So clearly, if a is less than 0, in that case it has maximum value, and that maximum value is 4ac minus b square by 4a. See here, find delta. Delta is b square minus 4ac, that is 144 minus 4 into minus 1 into minus 32. So this is 144 minus 128. This is how much? 16. So delta is 16. Means it is greater than 0. Delta is greater than 0. So clearly the graph touches the x-axis at two distinct points. So that is, this is x-axis and this is y-axis. A is negative, so in that case the graph represents downward parabola and it is greater than 0 and intersect the x-axis at two distinct points. So this is our graph. Suppose this is alpha and this is beta. Okay. If x values are decreasing, then f of x values also decreasing. If x values are increasing, f of x values decreasing. So from this you can't say the minimum value, but you can say the maximum value. So what is the maximum value? Maximum value occurs at the vertex. This is x is equal to minus b by 2al. So clearly f of x has maximum at x is equal to minus b by 2a, and the maximum value is 4ac minus b square by 4a. See here, b square minus 4ac is 16. 4ac minus b square is minus 16, and 4 into minus 1 minus 4. This is 4. Therefore, maximum value of this expression is 4. And see the second problem. Here a is equal to 3. So clearly it is greater than 0. And b square minus 4ac, that is delta b square 4 minus 4ac. This is 132. So clearly this is 128 less than 0. A is positive, means the graph represents upward parabola, and delta is negative. In that case, the graph does not touch the x-axis. So this is our graph, x-axis, y-axis. So clearly this is the vertex of the parabola, and it has the minimum value at the vertex. So this minimum value occurs at x is equal to minus b by 2a. Therefore, minimum value is 4ac minus b square by 4a. That is, b square minus 4ac is minus 128. This value is 128. 4 into 3. 12. So this is 32 by 3. So this is the minimum value of a given expression. Next concept, quadratic inequations. So definition of quadratic inequation. If any inequation is of the form ax square plus bx plus c is less than 0, or ax square plus bx plus c is less than or equal to 0, or ax square plus bx plus c is greater than 0, or ax square plus bx plus c is greater than or equal to 0. So here where a comma b comma c belongs to R and a is not equal to 0 is called quadratic inequations. So inequations are in the form of expression is less than 0 or less than or equal to 0 or greater than 0 or greater than or equal to 0. So these inequations consist two methods. So first method is algebraic method, and the second method is graphical method. See here, in algebraic method, first you have to find the roots of a given equation and locate the points on real line and find the sign of the expression. That is the algebraic method. And graphical method means find the x values from expression. It is less than 0 or greater than 0 or anything. From the graph, you can find the solution of the given inequation. That is the graphical method. So for example, x square minus 5x plus 6 is less than 0 and less than or equals to 0, greater than 0, greater than or equals to 0. Find the solution by using algebraic method. In algebraic method, first you want to find the roots of a given equation. That is x square minus 5x plus 6 write as x minus 2 into x minus 3 and draw the real line, locate the points that are 2, 3. So these are the roots of given equation. If you substitute the values, that all values are less than 2. So for example, if x is equals to 1, so this is equation 1. Then equation 1 implies, substitute here x is equal to 1, 1 minus 2, that is negative sign, and 1 minus 3, that also negative sign. So clearly outcome is positive. If you substitute any value of x and that values are less than 2, in that case this sign indicates positive sign. If you substitute the values that are between 2 and 3, for example x is equal to 2.3, substitute this 2.3 in given expression, what you get? 2.32 minus, so that is positive, and 2.32 minus 3, that is negative. So clearly outcome negative. If you substitute any value of x that are lies in the interval 2 to 3, then this expression indicates negative sign. So next, if you substitute the values greater than 3, the values of x that are greater than 3, for example x is equal to 4, then equation 1 becomes 4 minus 2 positive, 4 minus 3 positive, means positive into positive, you get positive sign. Whenever it is positive, if you substitute the values of x that are greater than 3, in that case the expression indicates positive sign. And one more case, if x is equals to 2 or 3, so in that case this expression becomes 0. So because of these are the roots of the expression, so therefore f of x is 0. So these are the sign of the expressions. X square minus 5x plus 6 is less than 0. See the first one, x square minus 5x plus 6 is less than 0. Whenever it is less than 0, clearly x lies in the interval 2 to 3. Where x belongs to 2 to 3, in that case only expression is less than 0. This is the solution of x for less than 0. And second one, less than or equals to 0. For less than 0, x lies between 2 to 3, equal also there. Whenever it is equal to 0 and x is equals to 2 or 3, means x square minus 5x plus 6 is less than or equals to 0 when x belongs to closed interval 2, 3. And third one is expression is greater than 0, means positive. Where it is positive, below 2 is positive, above 3 is positive, means x square minus 5x plus 6 is greater than 0 when x is less than 2 or x is greater than 3. And last one, equal. Whenever it is equal to 0, x equal to or x equal to 3. That is x square minus 5x plus 6 is greater than or equals to 0 when x is less than or equals to 2 or x is greater than or equals to 3. So these are the 4 inequations and solutions. Next one, graphical method. In graphical method, you have to draw the graph of given equation and find the solutions from the graph. So take same example. X square minus 5x plus 6 is less than 0. Okay. Now you want to draw the graph of given equation. Here a is equals to what? 1, that is greater than 0. And delta is what? B square, that is 25 minus 24, that is 1. This is also greater than 0. If a is greater than 0, in that case the graph represents upward parabola, and delta greater than 0, in that case the graph intersect the x-axis at two distinct points, that are 2 and 3, because of x square minus 5x plus 6 is roots of this equation is x minus 2 into x minus 3. See here you want expression is what? Less than 0. Whenever it is less than 0. So clearly if x lies in the interval 2 to 3, the graph lies below the x-axis, means f of x is negative. Therefore, if x belongs to open interval 2 to 3, then only f of x is negative sign. If x less than 2 or x greater than 3, in that case the graph lies above the x-axis. Therefore, then f of x is what? Positive sign. So clearly from the graph you can find the solutions of x. This is the graphical method. So try to solve these questions. For next session, you will discuss the new chapter.